Hello there. Today I'm going to talk about the strange and arcane technique of tablet digging, or how to move through the world of Noita without the typical tools such as black holes or luminous drills. If you don't mind angering the gods, it's a very useful way to break out of holy mountains early, assuming you don't find any other means to do so. But it's also just another tool on the belt of any successful Noita, and well worth understanding how to perform. So, to illustrate, I'm just gonna head over here and kick the statue out of the way. Now, what you want to do is throw the tablet very gently against the wall by keeping your cursor really close to yourself. If done correctly, the tablet will be stuck over the top half of your body. Without pressing anything, wait a moment, and the tablet will fall through you onto the ground. The moment this happens, what I do is I press the A, W, and D keys at the same time. I don't even spam them. It typically works best for me by just pressing them gently, often just once. But some people spam all their movement keys here, WASD, and found it works best for them that way. So experiment a little and see what works best for you. If, when pressing your movement keys, you hear this rapid stuck sound, that's a sign that something's not quite right and the tablet can go flying away from you. Typically, I've noticed this happens when you're standing too close to the wall when starting out. You have to be careful or you could potentially lose the tablet by having it upwarp on top of the wall of the Holy Mountain exit, rendering all your work fruitless. Still with me, guys? So that's stand next to the wall and gently throw tablet on top of you, and then wait until tablet phases through you and then press or spam your movement keys. I just press AWD at the same time once or twice. Now, here's what it looks like when you're successful. The tablet falls through you and then booyah! In this close-up, you can see the moment the tablet breaks, we actually dig a pixel-deep hole beneath us. And now you just repeat this. Remember, it might take a little while to get the hang of it and get that hole started, but once you have a little bit of a hole after the first few times, it actually speeds up tremendously. Now, what I do is I turn my back away from the direction in which I want to dig, placing more of my body, more of my hitbox, in that direction.
Thick.
Because basically what we're doing here is abusing the game's Unstuck function, that feature that creates a pocket of air around you if you happen to get stuck inside of solid ground. And the player character's hitbox is larger in the back, so it's easier to dig in the direction you want to dig in by facing away from that direction. From this moment right here, it took me about 3.5 minutes to dig out of the rest of the Holy Mountain, which obviously is much longer than using conventional forms of digging or teleportation, but if you can't find these, it's always good to know your alternatives. And if you're someone who plays this game a lot, as I said, adding to your available toolset is never a bad idea, even if it initially seems to be inefficient. And if this were to happen to you, there is the possibility you could use an explosive to reduce some of the brickwork to powder and potentially cut through that way. But you'll have to have already dug pretty far through the wall for this to succeed. You can also perform the same trick using the summon wall or summon platform spells, which is actually a lot easier than using a tablet, especially if you have the unlimited spells perk. Just run up against a wall, cast, and then press your AWD keys to start fairly quickly digging through. It took me less than a minute from beginning to end to cut through this way. And then there is this method. Woo! Oh my god, look at this. That's a worm tunnel. That's not for me. But I am the worm. Woo! Okay, this is the loadout. Recoil, alpha, add mana, chainsaw. You need a really good wand for it to work though. This one's all hacked up. But you need a really low cast delay and recharge time, basically, and enough mana so that the mana doesn't run out. I overcompensated a little bit. Anyway, that's the same technique, but using recoil instead of physics object. Thanks to Cronus for discovering this. Nymphs also made a video about this that I'll link down below. As an addendum, you can also use the tablet digging technique to give yourself a more comfortable shelter from more easily performing the early wand connoisseur kill, which I have already made a video on here. Anyway guys, I hope that some of you find this video useful, or at least interesting, and remember, when you're digging through the walls like a worm, be mindful of your surroundings. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and happy noiting.